Good morning. So my name is Danielle and I'm just finishing getting ready for work, and I was thinking about my transition from being a food addict and going vegan, or more appropriately Nutritarian, Dr. Joel Fuhrman's Eat to Live. And I made the change on May 30th because we had the Healthy Wage Challenge at work, and which is great. It's you join a team of 5 and everyone loses weight, but you compete with other people. So I think we're competing against like 120 teams. Everybody pays $70, and the winning team who loses the most body percentage gets $10,000, which is pretty good motivator. Anyways, so we started this, and I tried the vegetarian thing before, and I tried the vegan thing before, and for some reason this time it just clicked. I read Dr. Fuhrman's new Super Immunity, and the book is amazing. It will absolutely kind of open your eyes to things. Why do you suffer? Why do we get sick when we don't have to? And God made our bodies so perfectly that if we feed it nutrient-dense foods based on how we're hardwired, how we just get better. And not only do we get better, our body just naturally corrects itself and loses unwanted weight and cellulite and everything else. And so May 30th, I decided to go Nutritarian, which basically Nutritarian is vegan, but you could be a junk food vegan. You could eat chips and salsa all day long, and you won't be very healthy. So Dr. Fuhrman's Nutritarian philosophy is based on the ANDI scale, which is the Aggregate Nutritional Density Index. And basically what that means is that every food item, drink, anything that we consume, can be rated on a scale of 0 to 1,000. So, and it's a formula that's nutrient density divided by calories, and that gets your score. So for instance, Coke, as a former Coke lover, is 0.6 on a scale of 0 to 1,000. And kale and collard greens are 1,000. So his whole philosophy is the more nutrient density that you eat on the top of the scale, and of course all your greens are up there, spinach and Brussels sprouts and you name it, everything natural that God created for our bodies is on the top of that scale. And the more you include that in your diet on a daily basis, your body will correct itself from heart disease and cholesterol and autoimmune diseases and diverticulitis, and there's plethora of different cases that have been documented, thousands of cases. And how about the yearly flu, right? I work in healthcare, and every year just get rocked by the flu, and it lasts forever. Like the entire hospital gets rocked. And according to the research, and he has comprehensive research, and he doesn't just quote himself like other nutritional people out there. He quotes nutritional peer-reviewed studies done all around the world, and people that have maximum nutrient density, they don't suffer from bacterial infections, flu infections, even AIDS. I mean, things that are just wiping people out. We don't have to suffer from if you make those food changes. So highly recommend Super Immunity by Dr. Fuhrman. It just makes sense, especially if you're a healthcare professional, because every day I talk to people that are suffering needlessly because they didn't want to, either they didn't know, and I think that's a lot of it, because the standard American diet, which stands for SAD, the SAD diet, is literally killing people. And I see people suffering every single day, and it breaks my heart, especially when changes could be made and, you know, entire people's lives turn around. And it's never too late. So, you know, somebody asked me yesterday, was it easy? And I thought, yeah, it's easy. But then I had to reflect back and say, no, it wasn't easy, because I stopped and I started and I stopped and I started. And the big thing for me is salt. Like, I love salt. I've been eating salt as long as I can remember. I was a little kid putting like salt and lemon on my ice cubes and eating an entire cup of it, I don't know, it just has always been a big thing for me. So it's a trigger food. And Dr. Furman's way, there's no salt. There's nothing. No salt, no oils, no sweeteners, no caffeine, which is another huge miracle. And he explains why we get addicted to food. But there's also emotional addiction as well. And for a long time, I've been an emotional eater. And so I've been going to Celebrate Recovery, which deals with hurts, habits, and hangups of all kinds. And that has been, God just helping me through that has been amazing. So here I am on my journey. I started at almost 190 pounds. I just hit the 20-pound mark in 6 weeks. And it just, the more I learn, the more I see how effective it is, the more I'm careful about just really following what he says. And I feel great. And I would so encourage everyone to really take a look at it. You know, if you read something and then you say, hey, it's just not for me, then at least you're making an informed decision. But too many people are uninformed and they suffer because of it. So this is my journey to becoming a Nutritarian with God's help. And thank you. I don't know what I would do without my father. I can't live without him. So have an awesome day. And oh, one key, you have to have good food. Greens, yummy. This is actually really good. This is my kind of morning regimen, make for my husband that I am totally in love with. And anytime you can put maximum greens into whatever you're doing, breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever, and this tastes amazing. And just so you know, it's Vitamix. It's like my favorite piece of kitchen equipment, hands down. Bought it in England when we were there, and that is, I use it every day. It's my go-to tool. But this was 2 full oranges, you know, of course, cut off the peel, a whole organic apple, cut off the middle parts and all that. Probably, I think 4 leaves of kale, big leaves washed. And then I put probably 2 big handfuls of spinach, bananas, organic, frozen organic, raspberries, and then flax seeds. And then you just mix it all together and it is fantastic, like really good. So anyways, have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.